Welcome back. I'm Kathy from Catalyst Fitness and Nutrition. And in my last video, I showed you how to measure using the scale. And today in this video, I want to show you what to measure. Now, it's not important to measure your lettuce or your vegetables necessarily when you are creating a meal, but there are certain things that are going to be game changers to your weight loss and should absolutely be measured. Now, I did touch on this earlier. You definitely want to be making sure that you know how much cooking oil that you're using in the pan. You might be cooking for 2 or 4, whatever. Just make sure that you're being aware of those calculations as well. So I did that with the out method, where you measure the bottle, then you measure what was coming out. So it's really important to be aware of that, because there's 120 calories in one serving of olive oil. So you want to be accurate with that. Same with salad dressings. Just gonna get this out of the way. Nope, that's not tequila. Another important thing is wine. Alcohol calories add up. So just be aware of how much your glass actually holds. If I was to fill this up, this would probably be more of a 7-ounce glass. So another tip that you can use and that I use to get my results is a smaller glass, because normally I would have a bigger glass and then the wine looks smaller in there and then it's not so satisfying. You know, this is just a method that I use. It just kind of tricks me a little bit, makes me think that I'm having a full glass of wine. This is 5 ounces, this is 1 serving. So normally with a bigger glass, you would put way more wine in that. So trust me, I know that. And another thing to measure, it's not really important to measure the berries and fruit. Like, you can kind of eyeball like what an orange is, or what a handful, like a cup of berries is, or half a cup. But things that are a little harder to measure and that aren't as accurate is like when you put in a banana into MyFitnessPal. And this is the same for apples as well. You're going to find so many different values. So you really want to be accurate with how many grams is that item. So bananas are very confusing, right? It will say 1 medium banana, but what's a medium banana? What's a large banana? What's a small banana? I guess I would call this a medium banana, but I want to verify that first. So I would measure this by grams. I think 100 calories is 100 grams in a banana. I'm not absolutely sure about that, but measure the banana obviously once you put it on unpeeled. But I think you're going to find that there's a big difference between what they call a medium banana and a large banana. So just for accuracy's sake, because there are a lot of calories in a banana, you want to make sure that you're being accurate with these higher calorie foods. Same with avocado. There's a lot of calories in this tiny little package. So it will say half an avocado, but really what is a medium avocado? So what I do is I just peel it and then use the measure how much avocado I'm actually getting, because these are higher calorie items, and a little bit can make a big difference in whether you're getting enough calories or not enough calories. And as humans, we are terrible at estimating, and these are the things that you don't really want to estimate on. Berries and things like that is fine, but this is where you want to be accurate if you're shooting for weight loss goals or even weight gain goals, because you want to make sure that you're getting all the credit for the things that you should be having. Another thing is the dressings and the barbecue sauces and things like that. These calories add up. So I just, instead of 2 tablespoons, which I know you can kind of eyeball that, but really you want to be accurate with these 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons is 120 calories here. If I really just put on 2 tablespoons, I know I'm going to want more. So it's better to know like how many calories you're getting. Same with this 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. Like, it's really not a lot of sauce, and this is 70 calories. I would probably double that up if I wasn't paying attention to that. So sauces and dressings, you definitely want to measure, as well as the oils. Things like cream cheese, I did this in the earlier video, but there's 100 calories in 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. So, if you have a bigger bagel and you're putting on 3 tablespoons of cream cheese or more, that could be 150 to 200 calories. So there's certain things you definitely want to be accurate on, and cheese is one of them. Also bacon. So bacon, you go by the slices, so that's a little bit easier, but ounces, things like that for cheese you want to be accurate with. And then the last thing that I want to go over is nuts. Peanut butter is a big one. Peanut butter is a big one. Can't believe I forgot peanut butter. All right, so what I do is I measure peanut butter using the out method. So I would measure the container first, zero it out, and then I would scoop it out. Now, the thing with peanut butter is 2 tablespoons of peanut butter isn't a lot of peanut butter. And you're like me, you would use a spoon like this to get the peanut butter out and then enjoy that scoop and then go in for another one. So 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is 180 calories and it's 32 grams. So measure 32 grams coming out, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So that is 29. That's 32 grams. Oops, and this is the oily kind. So that's not a lot of peanut butter. Honestly, like I could eat 3 of these. So this is something that you want to be accurate with as far as counting calories. Peanut butter is my nemesis. So it's like my kryptonite. I can't just have a little bit. So I try to not have it, but I mean, I do enjoy it. It did make a mess of my scale. And then the last thing, I switched from peanut butter, because I do love peanut butter, don't get me wrong. But I also saw like it was really, once I started being like accurate and checking like the values of the stuff that I was having, I was like, okay, this is something I definitely want to keep an eye on. So now I just have peanuts instead. And again, you want to measure these. This is 160 calories and 28 grams, but it's a little bit more, you can eat it a little bit slower. The peanut butter is all one, you just have the scoop, but 28 grams. Nuts are high in calories. I'm not concerned about the fat, I'm just concerned about the calories. So 28 grams, I'm gonna show you what that looks like. It's kind of sad sometimes when you see like what a serving of nuts is. So that's 1 serving, 160 calories of peanuts, but this is gonna last me a little bit longer than a tablespoon of peanut butter will. So I'll just eat these a little bit at a time. I can top this like some of my smoothies, I will put it on top. And it's just being aware of where the calories are coming from, and certain foods that have higher calories, you definitely want to kind of dial those in and be more accurate with that. Another thing is pasta and rices. So do yourself a favor. It's not going to be fun, but cook 2 ounces of pasta. So pastas are hard to measure because they're all different sizes and they don't give you the cooked weight. So it'll say a cup of pasta, but the pasta is just weird because of the size, the shapes and things. So if 1 serving of pasta is 2 ounces and has, I believe, 210 calories. Sorry, I should have brought all this stuff out. All right. So, so it says serving size is 3/4 of a cup. Like, what does that mean? Was that cooked? Was that not cooked? I'm gonna say is 3/4 of a cup not cooked, but these are just, the sizes of pasta are hard to measure, especially spaghetti. So definitely you would want to go by the grams on this. So do yourself, like I said, it's not fun, but see what a serving looks like. I'm gonna get a bowl here. And then obviously when you cook it, it's going to be bigger, but you need to see what it looks like. So 210 calories and 56 grams. Oops. All right, so here is that pasta. So this might 1.5 times itself in size. That's just not a lot of pasta. And when you go to a restaurant, you're gonna get 4 times the size of this, maybe even more, because A, it's cheap, and B, it looks good on the plate. So really, these are the things that are detrimental to your weight loss. You really want to control those. And if you're out in a restaurant, it is hard to control. You have no idea what you're getting in a pasta dish. So if you are, really serious about weight loss goals, maybe switch to like a salad or something that you have more control of, something that's a little bit easier to eyeball and not something that's just going to rack up calories really fast. The same thing goes for rice. Rice is also high calorie. It has I think 200 calories in a serving. I'm not going to dig in my pantry. For that reason, with rice, what I like to do, and this also helps with measuring because I don't have to measure this, it's already measured, are these little cups. So this little cup right here is 220 calories. And then if you open it, like, it's really just like a scoop of rice. So I like these just because they're easy and it's already measured. It's kind of hard to measure the rice once you have it all cooked and to get like an even portions, but I've done it before. It's, you know, it's not impossible. It's just not my favorite thing to do. So that's why I like doing this. But if you're cooking for a family, then you have to employ some of these techniques. So I hope this was helpful for you. This is really a game changer as far as weight loss goes. I don't want you to become obsessed with the numbers. I want you to become aware of the numbers, and then you can make your decisions. Do you want to go out and have pasta tonight? Then maybe you won't have the peanuts or the peanut butter earlier on during the day. And that's really all it is about. And it's just balance. And if you have these goals, then this is going to get you to your goals faster. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time.